The database. Level 244. Monsignor's illusion. Morris Carlyle. 17/4/2023. Location data unavailable. Me and Dana and Team Dingo are still hot on the trail of Dr. Monsignor. Again. I can't believe that freak went off with our files. Radke, please make sure you put them in a more secure spot. This is the second time someone has stolen the hard drives. Regardless, I've tracked Rose down to an unknown level, accessed via 229, the sands of time, if I correctly recall. Either way, it's taken me to an absolutely massive atrium, or main chamber. There's a few other floors, a massive skylight, some sort of mobile or structure hanging from the ceiling. Hell, sculptures are everywhere here. It's a bunch of abstract modern art bullshit, but, I mean, they're there. I've been conducting some tests to determine the safety of the place, and everything seems fine at the moment. The level is a chilly 18 degrees Celsius, almost 65 Fahrenheit. No immediate entities I can see, and I can only assume this level is an infinite space. Everything is a slightly bland, yet irritatingly bright shade of white, with a few dashes of whatever color these modern art pieces and sculptures might have. Not my thing, but that isn't the point. I haven't been able to find Dr. Monsignor yet. I'll try and do some more readings and some photography so we have records. I might be looking for Rose, but I can still take the time out of my day to do the work of sorting out where they fled to. Following this log will be the logged coordinates of my current position on the level. Signing off for now, Dr. Carlyle. Strange. It seems that they're still trying to catch me. I was sure that level 21, numbered doors, would be their end. But they genuinely persisted all the way to 229, the sands of time. I would applaud them for the effort in discovering my lair, but alas, I have gullible folks to fool and transmissions to intercept. Perhaps I can alter their spatial coordinates a bit. Working. Done. The rest of Quick Match won't find the way in. Now here's to hoping he stumbles onto the real surprises. All my fun little contraptions and doodads. That'll surely show those dumbasses who's the real smart one. Meggy chumps don't even know the difference between a vivisection and a dissection. Ha! I'll add that to my grand list of what I can tell all those who've wronged me when I get to string them up. Then they'll think better of me. Then they'll see. Then they'll go, "Oh, Dr. Monsignor, you should have been the head of the snake the whole time. Maybe we wouldn't be eating our own tails if you were." They'll see. Dana Siegfried, 20/4/2023. Location data unavailable. This is Dana filing in for Dr. Carlyle. We've established a base camp for research purposes, along with a stable line of communication, thanks to the doctor's help. I managed to get their coordinates for the entrance to the level properly altered, since they were off by an entire quadrant, relative to the point of entry. Here's hoping that it actually works in the first place. Digital markers I place end up going all over when I check readings. Upon our investigation, we found a fair few chambers, which will either repeat or contain the same few stupid things. It feels like some sort of art museum of absurd or surrealist sculptures. But there are also paintings from time to time, just as abstract. I'm no artist or critic, but at least it has some consistency in colors. Lots of nice, colorful displays of whatever the hell it was they were trying to show off. Looks like glass, metal, whatever it is, I can't quite tell. But I can point out a few favorites of mine. I already had a nervous moment where the same two rooms I was in kept leading into one another, like some kind of shitty haunted house gag. It even went as far as me being able to faintly see myself past the doorways in the copy of the same room I was currently in. Either way, I just turned around and, for some reason, it let me out. I told Morris, and he said the same sorts of things would happen to him. Rooms are inconsistent, loop, or return to the wrong spots. Hopefully, Dr. Monsignor isn't too deep into this maze. I don't feel like having to get stuck continuing this chase. Morris sure doesn't, and judging by the other weird things he's seen, I really don't want to find out. With this message should be a transmitted pair of proper entrance coordinates to follow. It'll be a few decimals off from 00, since it seems that the main chamber of this room is the center of the whole level. End of message. Dana Siegfried. Damn Sir Two-Pod, fucking Maggie's bucher wood fucking broke my keyboard, dammit. At least I can still put my keys back in. Happy thoughts. Deep breaths. Don't let stupid people cause stupid actions. Lead them to stupid consequences. Yeah, that'll surely show them this time. What to do with them? Stupid Lady Dana managed to escape the first, albeit very basic illusion. Pray she walks into the tomb. Yeah, she'll like it there. She gets plenty of time to rot there. Wish I had a bunch of bugs I could drop in there so that I could watch her squirm while she's eaten up. That'll show her. That'll show them. That'll show all of them. Fucking Meggies messing with my research, restricting my logs. Alas, I still need to plan. How to bait them. I know, they've already trapped themselves. I just need to guide them further. Dumb, blind little sheep led to the slaughter. Stupid Meggies. Stupid sheep. What if I stole their job, too? Make a mockery of them for what they did to mock me. Level obvious fucking trap is a large complex of rooms connecting to a main atrium. Though the size and scale of this space is unknown, this is an easy level to get yourself absolutely fooled in! Oh, Dr. Monsignor, you're so clever. I wonder how you managed to get past all these illusions. Ha ha ha, I'm so fucking smart! That'll show them. Morris Carlisle, 22/04/2023. Location data unknown. This is bullshit, honestly. First, Recovery Team Bloodhound couldn't find the way in, and after they told us we had to go to them. Well, guess what, guys? The damn hallway is just leading back to the atrium now. I'm starting to get the feeling that we should have just let Rose run off. They have the backup hard drives with all our data, sure, but I don't think it's worth going through this mess for. What are they going to do? Leak pre-existing information on half-empty levels and groups everyone already knows about? Seriously, this is all starting to get a bit monotonous. How the fuck are they even going to get out of here when they're probably just as stuck as us? Unless they know the only way out. In which case, I'm going to have to interact with her while she's off her medicine? No one ever told me exactly what was wrong with him, just that the doc had some kind of mental breakdown over something ridiculous. The most me and Dana can do for now is wait for any of you to come get us or find an exit ourselves. If I could plead with Monsignor just to get this over with, I would. There's too many stupid repeating rooms and my patience is growing just as thin as our ration supply. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case right now, given the hard drive signal is in a far spot that Dana and I haven't been able to reach without hoping for the rooms to just randomly put us there. Either way, our rations are running low, and we're running out of options. I'll be staying back just in case people do end up getting here, or just in case the hallway we arrived through will lead us back. The most I can do otherwise is hope that some miracle happens to let us out. Maybe Rose isn't even here anymore. They could have just left entirely, and I wouldn't have a clue. Though I wouldn't be too keen on negotiating with them. Still, I think this is pretty ridiculous. How has no one found this place before? You'd think that if people were on level 229, the sands of time, they would surely go into the houses and have a chance of getting here. Clearly, Dr. Monsignor knew about it if they were able to just goat me and Dana into chasing her down here. Why doesn't anyone else? And most importantly, why hasn't a soul documented it? I'll keep you all updated. Dr. Carlisle. Negotiate? Me? Oh, I could only consider it. Never act. Especially not with dirty Meggies! Filthy. You two stupids fell into the level's own trap. Now I get to watch them starve and rot like pathetic vermin. Cheers to me. Cheers to level 244 for being so brilliant. Absolutely clever mechanism. Living, breathing, pumping blood as it swallows silly little sheep whole. Here in this little lair I've made myself, I can intercept all of these little messages they send each other in a panic. They're just like the stupid pests I figured they'd be. Dumb, stupid little bugs and rats. I know what I do to bugs and rats. I cut them up, chop, 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 into pieces I can observe and understand. Now I wait. That'll show them. Morris Carlisle, 26/4/2023. Location data unknown. This is Dr. Carlisle from Team Dingo. Please, send someone. We've been out of rations for a few days now. I lost count, and I can barely think while I'm starving. Dana is nowhere to be found, and I'm starting to worry she's died. I'm begging you all. This is urgent. I tried looking for Dana, couldn't find her anywhere, and I got stuck. The way out disappeared. I can't keep going like this. I'm going to die. I'm trapped. Dana, Lee, Vic, I'm so sorry. Peace and serenity. All gone, all dead and dry. Congratulations, Meggies! Rot in hell! Now I can continue my grand work of collecting all the data I want. No more inhibitions, all the free space I want, and a free hard drive of data to use and store my knowledge on. So much to say, so little space to put it on. Ah, damn it all. I'll just upload and get down what I can before I wipe this hard drive. No more Meggy tracking after that. Let's see. Description. Level 244 is the 245th level of the Backrooms. I'd consider it a class pending. I'll leave that for the damn Meggy sheep to discover themselves. Survival difficulty. Pending. Safety undetermined. Unsecured. Presence of entities undetermined. The entirety of level 244 is taken up by a stable, quote-unquote, main chamber, and an ever-swapping, repeating, and changing set of rooms, which are accessed via randomly appearing and fading from existence on a whim. All of these various rooms are taken up by works of abstract art, including sculptures and paintings of different sizes. There are only a few spaces within level 244, but the pieces of art within these spaces may often rearrange and change places when not being directly viewed. No entities are documented to be present within level 244, but the absolutely brilliant scholar Dr. RoseMonsignor theorizes the level itself might be somewhat sentient and aware of all those in it. This is due to multiple scenarios where Meggy sheep have found themselves stranded within the level without a proper way of escape. Room types. A multitude of rooms can be accessed via the appearing doorways on both floors of level 244, but only 5 of these rooms are unique. These spaces include the Sheets. Image caption, photograph taken of the Sheets. This room is a simple 20 square meter space featuring organized opaque panes of glass set up in a row. This is the only defining feature of the seats, aside from the doorway into the room. This doorway is inconsistent, and will almost always put those who exit the sheets into another room or space. Frequency of appearance. Approximately 23% chance of a room being a variation of the sheets. Abnormalities may include the number of panes being off by 1, the height and width of the panes are off by millimeters. I've noticed this can range from around 0.3 extra millimeters of change at times. The appearance of 2 to 3 extra paintings on the walls, organized in no particular pattern. Gallery walk. The most frequent room from my personal experience. The gallery walk can appear in a variety of shapes and dimensions, but always contain paintings and flat art as their main focus. These paintings will usually be between 30 by 90 centimeters, or 12 by 36 inches for you imbeciles. Exiting this room is usually straightforward, although there may be additional doorways present, which lead into other rooms. The only consistent exit from this room is not these extra doorways, but the same one from which the person in the room initially entered, regardless of whether or not the gallery walk was accessed via the main chamber of level 244. Frequency of appearance. Common. 68.4% of all rooms I have entered have been some form of this room. Abnormalities may include an inconsistent number of paintings may be present. This number is random. The level likes even numbers, but sometimes they choose odd ones for the room. A gap within the center of the room overlooking an infinite drop, complete with hardwood walls the same as the floor. Sculpture chamber. Image caption, an example of an anomalous sculpture chamber. Another fairly common room, much like the gallery walk. The sculpture chamber is yet one more room of an indeterminate and inconsistent shape, containing only statues and sculptures of abstract shapes and things. These sculptures are always formed out of metal, plastic, or some non-stone material. This can go as far as some being made of glass or other very fragile materials, which can be broken. though wanderers should never do such things to upset the level. Frequency of appearance, also common. Around 53.5% of the rooms one can enter will be a sculpture chamber. Abnormalities may include having sculptures of glass, some of which seem way too heavy to feasibly be suspended, the appearance of just one extra painting, a complete absence of the ceiling, looking into a white void. The intelligent Dr. Monsignor, me, considers this a window into the level's soul. The Round Room. Possibly the rarest room within the level. The Round Room is a chamber that should be treated with the utmost respect, for it is the heart and brain of level 244. Features include a mix of all other chambers. Structures, mobiles, and paintings can all be present within this room, which is always the same consistent hexagonal shape. If one were to stand still for long enough, they might hear the sound of gentle breathing and a beating heart. This is undoubtedly the level's most private chamber. Frequency of appearance. Exceptionally rare. This chamber only has a 0.3% chance of existing when a wanderer enters a room. Abnormalities may include a missing exit, though don't be afraid. This is merely the level welcoming you to listen. Meggies, however, are always destined to be trapped here as food. Level 244 hates filthy Meggies. Blank chamber. This space is an error. Nothing resides within the blank chamber, but that's simply how things are. It gives me insight and space to make my home in one. Difficult to reach, but if you get into one, level 244 has truly welcomed you as a guest. Consider yourself just as lucky as me. Frequency of appearance. Also exceptionally rare. Unless you are chosen, it is hard to reach a blank chamber consistently. I'd give it a 5.8% chance if you are. Abnormalities may include the exit. This is usually a polite offer, though it isn't necessary. The respectful of you would stay, not like dirty Meggy sheep tried to. A living, breathing space. Image caption. This is a round room. Look with respect. As I have already mentioned, and as many of you unenlightened plebeians will soon understand, level 244 is a living, breathing thing. It opens its doors when it desires witness, and it punishes those who enter accordingly. Worthy ones, such as myself, who are understanding and preserving enough to reach a blank chamber or witness a round room, are given the exclusive offer of comprehending the implications of this to the fullest. These are a few of the many ways one can experience the expressions of level 244's sentience. If you put your ear against the wall, you hear it breathe. If you put your hand against the floor, you feel it beat with life. If you close your eyes and stand, it guides you to this understanding. Ignorance and vandalism are met with punishment. If the level hungers, then those who wrong it shall be literally consumed. The bodies of stinky Meggy sheep have already been swallowed whole into the hard wood and concrete. The level lives. I reside here alone. As to be expected, I live alone within level 244. I am their guest and witness. You may try to visit me, though be warned that I do not welcome stinky sheep, no Meg, no filthy vermin. It is possible, I suppose, for a settlement to be established, though there is no guarantee that the level won't become upset at the sight of things being added to it. If you have questions or wish to speak with me about planning a visit, you may contact me at monsignorlatrodecus.meg.edu@br.net. Apart from that, please do not attempt to find me unsolicited. The level can deal with you otherwise. Entry and exit. There's no clear and concise way of entering level 244. The level simply comes to you when it desires, or when it deems you fit for its insight. This usually occurs by the sudden appearance of a blank white hall with hardwood floors within a wall or doorway. Similarly, leaving is only by chance. If you are hesitant, please choose to leave within the first 3 hours, since after that point, the level will choose whether or not you are worthy of an exit. Exits to level 244 often lead wanderers back to where they entered, or, in the case of blank chambers, wherever you so desire to be. Else, it is best to relax and take in the sights. Having no other notes, I shall sign off here. Here's to hoping those gross Meggies don't tamper with my upload. Farewell for now, Dr. R.